It's week 6 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see Carr.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bengals and the Browns.
All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. 3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Carr, the veteran.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. Carr working out of the gun. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. That one finds Chase. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the ground, here's the rookie out of Arkansas. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They bring Chase in motion. Carr now on 2nd down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Browns offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Room to run at the 30, and they're finally going to bring him down. It's a first down if it stands, but maybe a hold set him free. Joe Bitonio, former All-Pro, guilty on that one. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And this one's not going to help the cause. He is going backwards. Tackled back at the 8.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. Throwing is Watson. Here's a screen set up for 4. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They had to punt on their opening drive. No damage done as of yet. Still scoreless here, and they'll pick it up 1st and 10.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Here's a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Gesicki, the man in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That is fielded at the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now sets up a screen for Chubb. And this drive is going backward, taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3-and-out.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bengals offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Brown. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Browns' 22-yard line.
Carr now. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st down, Carr. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back is Carr. Taken in by Gesicki. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now, Carr. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Open man, and that's Tillman. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now some movement up front Flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Wyatt Teller called for the infraction. On second down, here's Watson. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Cleveland. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. We'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Browns.
Once again, it's Chubb. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Look him up on a second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up...
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Carr to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Browns offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. A run out of the gun. Here's Chubb. And he had to push through one tackler, but is cracked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here. On the ground, it's Chubb. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to all the tight end. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
They'll go play action with Carr. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Brown. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 3rd and 6. Now Carr. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 7.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And he did not want to go down. Good running, manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
1st down, Browns.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake filled first half continues. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Chubb. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Browns will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route. He creates great separation downfield. But now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
I think this drive, and particularly that last 3rd down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for 3rd down to bail themselves out.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And the Browns first down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bengals have got it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The home team's offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. That one finds Chase. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Catch left side is made by Higgins. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Carr now on 2nd down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And he will have the first down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Still in search of our first touchdown of the game. We are tied at 3 as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. A low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Second down, Carr. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Carr now. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. They run out of the gun, and it's Chubb. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. He'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third down and 9. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
A good spot here. Second and a yard. A run up the middle with Chubb. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. They'll go with Chubb. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. And the drive continues. First down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Again, it's Ford. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run once more with Ford. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll go play action with Carr. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now, Carr. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. To throw, it's Carr. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And that'll set up 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll open this drive on the ground with 4. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. He'll drop to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. They'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. That's caught by Ford. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the 1st down, and it sets up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The Bengals offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
They'll run here with Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Infraction, defense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Carr. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is Carr. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Rondale Moore, touchdown Cincinnati. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals open the lead to 4. It's 10-6. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by 4. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. This give to Ford, heading right. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Bengals offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On 1st and 10, Carr. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Carr working out of the gun. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
Woo! And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Carr to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A carry here for Brown. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On the handoff, Ford. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. A run here right side, and it's Ford. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ford. And he picks up the 1st down here. But hold on, will it stand? There's a flag on the field. The Browns getting their punting team out there. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Back is Carr. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Brown. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Carr. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Carr. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Brown. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A throw on the run is complete. And they'll mark them down up beyond the 30. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Give them 13 on that screenplay and a first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Here's a screen set up for 4. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Back to the air one more time. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. 2nd and goal. To throw, Thompson Robinson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. That's caught by 4. So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now he'll run. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 1st down throw for Carr. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Carr now on 2nd down. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. A ball deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much. And that should wrap this one up. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.